Hail, brothers and sisters! My name is Captain Meatshield, and welcome to the Settlers 2, the 10th anniversary edition. I thought I would sit down and have something nice and chilled out to play for a little while, and I wanted to get back to some strategy stuff, and I'd been seeing some stuff on YouTube that really reminded me of this game. This is something that I used to play fucking yonks ago, like with the original, not this version, but I picked this up when I found it in a shop, and it's been a long time since I played it, so I want to get back in and have some fun. It's a basic little strategy game about building a civilization, building an empire that has an economy, and you have to expand, like take over territories, take on your enemies, and all that good stuff. So hopefully this is going to be good fun. It's going to be nice and chilled out, hopefully kind of in a similar vein to Dawn of War, but without so much emphasis on kind of like the hero characters and referring to everyone by name. But we're just going to have some fun with this, so we're going to go into single player, and we're going to start the campaign. Yes, and we're going to start on the first island. The basic premise of this is that some Romans were on a ship sailing around the sea. Big storm came along and ruined everything. They got shipwrecked and ended up on this weird island that had never been mapped before. Forget how long the loading times are on this. I'm playing this off a disc. This isn't off Steam or anything. This is something I still have on actual CD. Look, I've got the box and everything. So we're going real kind of. Ooh.
After countless days in the eye of the storm, we'd completely lost our bearings.
Oh yes.
Drifting in the treacherous current.
All right, yeah, we don't really need to hear anything about that. Right. Okay, so this is what we have to work with. I like having this little layout on because it shows what sort of stuff you can build and where. So I'm going to start off just by building a road all around my headquarters because it just makes it easy to diverge stuff off. Things can only be transported along roads, and that's not so much of a bad thing. I'm going to set up some woodcutters' huts and a quarry just to get started with because we've got a nice chunk of stone down here right in amongst these trees, but all the trees need to go as well so that we can actually build stuff around here. So I'm hoping this is going to be like kind of a little, maybe kind of like a little bit of a tutorial series for those of you who may not have played this game. Again, this is something that I have been playing since I was a wee lad, I believe they would say in certain parts of the country, but I just want to get things set up so that we can make a good start on things. And the importance of breaking up the roads with flags means that people have less distance than they need to travel. So we're going to get set up with a load of woodcutters' huts just to clear out the trees, and then we're going to get started with actually building up an economy. I think I'm going to build a sawmill as well, just so that we can turn these logs into actual planks that we can build with. And I'm going to triple speed this, or just speed the game up so that everything gets built nice and quickly. Now I haven't quite decided how I'm going to... building complete. There's going to be lots of that little fanfare in this series, I reckon, because that goes off pretty much every time something happens. But you can see we've got like animals roaming around that hunters can go and kill for food and things. Like everything in this game has a specific use. It's, you know, wood is used for construction of buildings, it's also used for making tools, but I'll cover each thing as we get round to using it. So all of these fanfares are going off while all of this stuff gets built, and eventually we'll clear out these trees. But I'm not entirely sure on how I'm going to structure this. Whether I'm thinking I might do this in the same way that I do Factorial, is I'll record for an hour and then I'll chop things down. Because of this being a strategy game, things are going to go quite slowly, and I don't want to just kind of record for half an hour, chop out most of it, and not really make much progress in a single episode. So I'm going to record for an hour, and I'll just chop it down when there's not much going on, because that's probably going to be the majority of this. I'm just here to have some fun. So let's see where we're at. I might build another sawmill. That could be handy, because logs themselves aren't really going to be of much use, so I may as well get a couple of sawmills, chopping them all up into planks, because then we can actually use them. All of the woodcutters have been built, which is good. They're clearing away a nice chunk of the trees, and the little percentage marker over the huts, they show how productive that specific building is, based on whether they've got enough supply of the materials that they need. Whether with things like the woodcutter's hut, they have woodcutters and a quarry. They have a specific radius around them. It doesn't show up on the map or anything, but no. But when there are no more trees within their work radius, their productivity percentage will drop, and that's generally when I start knocking them down, until I set up a dedicated forest area. But things are coming along. Got a couple of sawmills. We've got 2, 3, 4, 5 woodcutters' huts. So that should clear out a lot of this forest. Let's build another one here just for the sake of it. The woodcutter over on this side, on the east, has cleared out a fair bit of stuff. I think some of these huts are going to be getting torn down soon, which is good. I'm going to bring that road down. So most of these trees are now gone. We should start seeing this one is dropping slowly. If it goes down to 85, that's when I'm going to demolish it. But generally, if it's not going from 95 to 100, then it's pretty much done. So let's have a look. Yep, all done. Let's get rid of you. You're not needed anymore. Thank you for your service. And then once this space has been cleared, I'm going to build a new building. And on this spot, I'm going to be building a barracks. Military buildings are used to increase the borders of your territory. So these blue pegs that are all in the ground, they mark the territory that I have. I cannot build outside of this. Oh, you're done as well. And you use military buildings to fortify your borders, pretty much. So once this is built, a soldier will come down, he'll occupy the barracks, and our territory will expand. And that's basically how you go about getting over the map. But this is what we're aiming for. We need to get this within our borders. That's a portal that will take us to the next land, and kind of slightly similar vein to Kingdom. Not exactly, but close. Okay, so we've got some more stone down here. Right, I might Let's just build another quarry down here. I'm going to want a lot of resources, and I'm going to build another barracks just to further expand my territory. So this is going to be a lot of kind of fiddling about with just setting up the groundwork for everything that we want. Another barracks there. Oh no, don't want that there. I do get very kind of, I want to say OCD about the way that I do this, but I think it's more just neurotic. I do have a very set way in how I set up my roads. Everything's got to be a specific number of spaces apart so I can get the flags in as short as possible. I mean, it just makes it easier for getting everything done. You're running out of resources, so that's good. We'll get rid of you. Yeah, it just speeds up the time of your couriers, or how quickly they can shift things around. So I just like to think of it as more efficient. These flags, don't need those now. And this can probably go as well. Okay, and let's drag 1, 2, and you can go there. Have another barracks. So we're increasing the range in our territory. And here I'm going to make a fisherman's hut. I want to start stockpiling food, because food is used to... right, okay. Up here, you see these are for mines. They're for iron, gold, coal, and stone. Stone you can get just from quarries, but mines are another good source of them. But in order to get the mines to function, you need a food source. You need a food supply. And you can get them from either a fisherman's hut, a hunter, you can build farms, which will then get you flour that you can turn into bread, or you can have like a pig farm and a slaughterhouse in order to get red meat. So those are just some of the ways that you can go about doing all this sort of stuff. Well, we're getting quite a nice little bit of space now. You have run out as well. So we're going to replace you with another barracks, and we're going to start pushing up towards the north. And we might actually... I'm going to get rid of all these alerts, because they're bloody annoying. Yes, barracks there. And I'm going to start exploring all of the hillsides. I'm going to send a geologist out, and he will go and like smack the ground with a hammer. Quarry's done as well. That's good. Yeah, he'll go around and smack the ground with a hammer and let me know what valuable resources are going to be lying underneath the ground. And we've already got coal. That's good. God, that hammer's loud. Jeez. Good old George the geologist. Now, this first map is going to be fairly easy. We're not going to bump into any horrible peoples, and we're not really going to have to worry about... We're not going to have to worry about any threats to our territory, so I'm just kind of casually going about expanding as and where I please. Because normally I make a beeline straight for the portal, but I want to see what resources are all in this lot, because I don't think I've ever encompassed the entire map, an entire map in my territory, and I can't... I mean, I'm not going to waste time on this, just faffing about with that sort of stuff, but yeah, could be amusing. Just going to set up more barracks, just want to... Right, what have we got up here? We've got loads of iron ore, we've got lots of coal. Okay, so that's good, so we can make a start on making stuff with iron and coal. So I'm sure there's going to be some more valuable stuff in these mountains as well. Sorry if the camera's being a bit jittery. Let's bring you over here and let's just set up a woodcutter. Get some of this space cleared out. Not that I really need to, but I'm doing it. Just clear out some of this stuff for me, will you? And let's just set those roads up there so that there's a direct line into the sawmills. Okay, so what do I want to do now? That I'm not sure. I might expand some borders over this way as well. Okay, so I'm clearing out some space here because I want to make a farm. Farms need a lot of space. I want to start trying to get a food economy underway. So I'm just gonna pretty much just encompass this farm, give it a wide berth around all of this. It should have enough space to get a fair bit of efficiency. You know, have enough room to grow all the crops that it needs. Because the farm, like, farmer will plant all of his crops around the farm. And I'm going to need a few of these, I think, in order to properly fuel a windmill and a baker's and stuff. How are we doing for logs? Not too well, actually. I might need to set up my forest area. This area looks like it might be alright for that, so I'm going to expand the borders out this way. And over in this space, I'm just going to set up a forester's hut and 2 woodcutters. And that should be maybe 2 forester's huts and 4 woodcutters. That would be enough to keep 2 sawmills going, I think. So I think it's 2 woodcutters can manage 1 sawmill, and 1 forester will plant enough trees for 2 woodcutters huts. So that should be enough to keep everything going. But that's if my memory serves me well, and I'm imagining that it probably won't. Set up another quarry, because we've got another outcrop of stone over there, which is nice. A couple of barracks have been built. Where's my soldiers? Here he comes, look at him run. He's in such a rush, he wants to go to work really badly. Go on, buddy, go on, go on. I want to watch that border go whoosh. Whoosh! There it goes, thank you. Okay, borders are looking quite good. We've got quite a lot of space to work with. The farmer is currently planting his crops. And I need a lot more space for farmers as well, so I don't know, maybe let's move some of these roads out. There we go, that should do nicely for another farm. I am probably giving it a little more space than is absolutely necessary. I can't remember how wide I made the space around them. I think that's probably the right size. And here I'm going to set up a mill. And I could probably do with a well as well. Well. Here I'm going to put down a forester's hut. I'll put another one here, and then one woodcutter's hut there, and one woodcutter's hut there. Just join up all these roads, like so. And to be honest, I'm going to put a woodcutter's hut there, and demolish this one. So I want to bring these woodcutters' huts, like, fairly far away from everything that's going on over this way. Oh, you've run out. Blimey. So I don't want all of my, like, wood chopping stuff to kind of clutter up everywhere else that I want to build with. Let's see what's down here. Send a geologist out. Now. Well, the mill has been completed and is currently working. Lovely. Ooh, geologist has found gold. Very nice. Can use gold for making... Actually, can I build a mint on this level? I don't know if I can. What have we got? Oh, we have got a mint. Good. Well, I don't really know if I'm going to need that, because there's no need for gold coins on this mission, on this level. So, I think what I'm going to do, I'm going to make a beeline for the, portal, because this episode's already been going on for a little while for me. This might be a slightly shorter episode than others that will be throughout the series, but I don't know, we'll see. So this little setup should keep everybody fairly busy, I reckon. And hopefully that means that the sawmills are going to be doing okay. We're completely out of logs up here, but that's fine. We don't need logs for anything other than turning into planks. Just for the sake of it, I'm expanding my borders in I don't know how many different directions. I'm just killing time at the moment, so, you know, why the fuck not? We've expanded quite nicely. This territory's doing really, really well. And we're making a good push towards the portal. Why am I building a woodcutter's hut here? I don't need you. It's meant to be a barracks. The trouble with this, because when you click on things immediately, like, it takes you to, like, the first thing that you can pretty much build in that spot, which is either going to be a flag or a woodcutter's hut. So more often than not, I do accidentally click on, like, a woodcutter's hut when I want a barracks, and it's like, no, I don't want that. How many, oh, I've got loads of soldiers, that's fine. More barracks for the barrack god. I'm not going to get another one in here, am I? No, never mind, backtrack on that. If it doesn't follow my road system, then it's not going to bloody happen. And I might put a quarry here, just for the sake of it. No reason not to. So we should be getting fairly close to this first portal. I reckon we're going to get this quest, this first land done within this first episode. You've run out. Okay, let's get rid of you. Yes, much expansion is good.
After some days, I had a sudden blinding realization. The island on which we were stranded could not be far from our home country.
Is that so?
We Romans normally avoided this region due to its inhospitable nature and the catastrophic weather conditions. But here, things were somehow different. While storms raged in Rome, this small area developed into a haven in which one could make a fair living. Indeed.
Anyway, we're gonna make that fair living, take that fair living, and we're gonna turn it into some rapid expansion and getting the fuck out of here. A lot of these roads are getting very long and windy, and we're getting very far away from the headquarters where all the supplies are kept. Nice stockpile of logs. That's good. Nice stockpile of everything that we've been using, really. But I don't know why I started doing, like, all the farms and milling and everything, because I'm not even doing any mining. I don't know why I bothered. I did it because I could. That's why. Yeah, this is the only problem with having expanded these borders out quite so far, is now that it's just taking a while for the supplies to come over here now. Which, this isn't going to be so much of a problem just on this first level. I think it's from the next one that we start encountering other races that are going to be hostile, so that's why I'm going to need to start worrying about actual heavy-duty supply stuff. But this is just kind of like a quick push to get the basics underway. But I know the basics. I want to get to the meat of the game. I was going to say I want to get to the meat of the potatoes, but that's not right. Ah, such rapid expansion. Glorious. And now we have a complete ring road system going all the way around this big fucking mountain. Nice. I'm just building these woodcutters huts for the sake of getting rid of trees. Really, because it'd be nice to just have this road just fucking straight through. Because it's just going to be a bit of a pain in the arse otherwise. Oh, we're getting close. One more barracks should have us claiming this portal and moving on. Nice if it would hurry the fuck up. I am eagerly awaiting the construction of this. Please hurry up. Ooh, here comes, here comes. Here goes our little soldier. Come on, come on. Get inside that building. Now. Yes, we've done it. Come on. Where's my end of mission thing?
Mission accomplished.
Yes. So, the mysterious portal has transported the settlers to an unknown location. The inhabitants of this region are of a very unusual appearance, and we're going to check them out next time. So, yeah, I'm really looking forward to sharing a huge part of my childhood, which was like so many hours spent as a kid playing the original copy of the Settlers 2, which was all like pixelated and everything. And I absolutely adored the fact that they remade the entire game in 3D for the 10th anniversary of it, because it was a hugely popular game back in the day. And from what I remember of like the Settlers games that came after the Settlers 2, they didn't quite hold up as well. So I'm hoping this is going to be of interest to, at the very least, some of you. It's a game that does hold quite a lot of nostalgia for me, so I'm really looking forward to playing through it properly, because it's been a long time since I've A, played it, and B, whether or not I ever actually completed it. The first, like, when I used to play it, I don't remember. But we're going to go on an adventure together. We've got to make our way through 10 of these islands, and it's going to be a fun journey, I reckon. So hopefully this will be the start of an interesting series, and I'm looking forward to seeing where things go from here. But for now, I will leave this video off here and just say thank you all so much for watching. If you enjoyed this video and you want to see more Let's Plays or metal covers from me, you can check out the playlists that are on the channel, and you can follow the links in the description below to follow me on social medias. So thank you again for watching this video, and I will catch you all very, very soon. This is Captain Mitchell, signing off. Getting a self-search? I'm getting a self-search. Well, fuck. Ow! Oh, God, that hurt.